For today's deep dive, you sent us the August 16th, 2026 National Wildfire Report. And, well, our mission today is to look past the smoke and really understand the staggering logistics operating behind the scenes here.
Right, because usually we think of wildland fire as, a local problem, like a specific geographic issue managed by state resources.
Exactly. But looking at this data, the U.S. is currently at a national preparedness level 5.
Yeah, which is the absolute maximum alert.
Right. Over 7.2 million acres have burned year to date. And there are, I think, 87 large fires raging right now. So, okay, let's unpack this for a second. We're looking at nearly 30,000 firefighting personnel deployed nationally to these blazes.
It's just a massive scale.
It really is. I mean, you are basically mobilizing, housing, and feeding an entire small city on the fly right in the middle of treacherous terrain.
Yeah, and managing the supply chains for that pop-up city is starting to rival a major military deployment.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially since, well, they are losing ground, which is forcing command to bring in reinforcements from way outside that traditional local framework we just talked about.
Which is exactly where I tripped up reading this.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand calling in the local National Guard during an emergency, but the report notes 240 active U.S. Army soldiers from Joint Base Lewis McChord are deployed right now on the Wildfire in Washington.
Right, active infantry.
Yeah. Plus, we've got 196 personnel flown in from Australia and New Zealand, and Canada is sending air tankers along with a Bird Dog aircraft.
Which essentially acts as the aerial traffic controller to direct the tanker's drops.
Right, exactly. But pulling active infantry and international allies, I mean, that feels like a massive escalation. Is that normal?
What's fascinating here is that it is becoming normal, and this data shows a profound shift.
How so?
Well, when you need international incident management teams and active military battalions just to suppress regional fires in the Northwest, wildland firefighting isn't just a domestic emergency service anymore. It is evolving into a borderless, multinational defense operation.
Wow. So what does this all mean for the folks actually on the ground?
Yeah.
I mean, why are a small city's worth of people, plus our global allies, spread so incredibly thin?
Yeah.
You would think the recent storm systems in the forecast would offer some relief.
You would certainly hope so, yeah. But the weather is actively working against them right now.
Right, because we usually think of storms as fire killers. But right now, it's like nature's throwing matches while withholding the water. The report highlights these dry thunderstorms expanding across California and the Northwest.
Exactly. They are generating the electrical ignition, but evaporating the rain before it ever hits the forest canopy.
That is just brutal.
It really is. And even when storms do manage to bring rain, like we're seeing in parts of Wyoming and Colorado, the mechanics of those storm cells actually create massive hazards.
Wait, really? How does the rain create a hazard?
Well, it's the wind.
Yeah.
As those thunderstorms collapse, they create severe microbursts, so heavy, cold air hits the ground and rushes outward.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, these outflow winds act like giant bellows on the landscape. They instantly turn surface fires into massive crown runs and cause extreme long-range spotting.
Which pushes embers miles ahead of the main front.
Exactly.
Which perfectly explains why a state like Oregon is basically ground zero right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're leading the country with over 20 active large incidents.
Yeah, it's really bad up there.
The big grass fire there is staggering. It's sitting at nearly 580,000 acres, aggressively driven by those exact outflow winds you just mentioned.
And it isn't just burning empty timber either.
Right, at that scale, it is actively threatening critical communication and energy infrastructure.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this is exactly why these numbers matter to you, even if you are listening thousands of miles from the nearest fire line.
Right, because everything is connected.
Exactly. When a 500,000-acre fire takes out major transmission lines or fiber optic networks, the impacts ripple out.
Oh, absolutely.
It strains the national power grid, disrupts data flows, and severely degrades air quality across entire time zones.
It brings us right back to that mobile firefighting city we started with. Only now, that city is fighting a war that requires global coalitions just to maintain the current perimeter.
It really forces us to reconsider our long-term strategy here.
It does. I mean, if our seasonal wildfires have grown so complex that they routinely demand active military units and international treaties to suppress, well, are we rapidly approaching an era where the world needs a permanent, standing global firefighting army?